This breaking news will shock you. Israeli soldiers are speaking out today about orders that they have received from their commanders. Today, Haaretz, a Israeli newspaper, published testimonies from Israeli officers and soldiers revealing they were commanded to fire at unarmed Palestinians waiting for food in Gaza. Let that sink in. People waiting for bread shot on command, reported to us by an Israeli newspaper. How many times am I going to slap my forehead? How many times? It's already huge. Look at this thing. I can fit 4 fingers on it straight. Anyway, one soldier called it, quote, a killing field, end quote, where between 1 to 5 people died daily near the distribution site he was deployed to. Another soldier called it, quote, said, quote, this thing called killing innocent people, it's been normalized, end quote. These aren't enemy combatants or armed militants, by the way. These are starving civilians, many of them children, waiting for humanitarian aid that opens for just 1 hour a day. The GHF, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, this fake aid organization that the US just, by the way, approved $30 million to support. This Israeli-backed aid agency providing food supposedly in safety to starving civilians that are starving because the state that backs that fake aid organization is starving those civilians. The soldiers describe using mortars, machine guns, and tank fire instead of non-lethal crowd control. And remember, there's a crowd to control here because millions are starving because of the siege on Gaza. At least 549 Palestinians have been killed near aid centers since May 27th alone, just a couple months back. When soldiers asked why they opened fire, commanders said it was, quote, orders from above, end quote. One officer admitted that people posed no threat and weren't even close to Israeli forces. They were just killed for nothing. Now, it could be asked, if this is what an Israeli newspaper can publish in Israel, what they can get away with publishing, even with Israel's military censor in place that refuses to allow some publications to come out, some articles to be released at all. They're censored. But this gets through. What then is being hidden? Bruv, what is this? Schindler's List 2025 edition? Tying this back to geopolitics, Israel and Palestine and the atrocities in Gaza in particular continue to demonstrate a singular truth, that there is no law, no international order, no rules-based world order that can protect a stateless people. The UN, United Nations, the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, the ICC, the International Criminal Court, these are huge international bodies that the nations of the world subscribe to, but they have not individually nor collectively managed to stop humanitarian catastrophes like the Gaza genocide. Indeed, the conclusion that can be drawn is the emotionless, cold, logical calculation I have mentioned so very often as part of my unbiased analysis. The only protection is through strength. If you are defenseless, if your people are defenseless, if your state is weak and has no allies, it's the law of the jungle. And the cool, thirst-quenching pool of justice that you hope to drink from is just a hazy mirage that will never be touchable, let alone drinkable from. My first rule of geopolitics is what we come back to. Rules are built and bent and broken by the states with the power to do so. For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, I'm Mahfouz, and I'll see you on the next one.